person. This is a war that has caused immense suffering and destruction for the Palestinian people, who have been living under a brutal siege and bombardment for more than 2 months. This is a war that has also threatened the security and the stability of Israel, which has faced relentless rocket attacks and terrorist infiltrations from Hamas. This is a war that has endangered the prospects of peace and justice in the Middle East, which is already a volatile and complex region. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza, where more than 30,000 people have been killed or injured, hundreds of thousands have been displaced, and vital infrastructure has been destroyed, requires an immediate cessation of hostilities, and for the international community to uphold its responsibility under the Genocide Convention, which prohibits acts committed with intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnic, racial or religious group. However, I also have some reservations about the motion, which I would like to share with you. The motion, in my view, lacks a balanced perspective on the causes and the consequences of the conflict. The motion focuses almost exclusively on the actions of Israel, but it does not adequately address the actions of Hamas and other militant groups in Gaza, who have also violated international law and human rights. For a comprehensive understanding of the situation, we need to consider all sides of the story. Let me be clear, I do not condone or justify any violence against civilians, whether by Israel or by Hamas. I believe that both parties have a right to self-defence, but they also have an obligation to protect civilians and to respect the principles of proportionality and distinction. I also believe that both parties have a responsibility to pursue a peaceful resolution of the conflict based on a two-state solution that recognises the legitimate aspirations and rights of both Israelis and Palestinians. But we cannot ignore the fact that Hamas is not a partner for peace. Hamas is a terrorist organisation that seeks to destroy Israel and to impose its extremist ideology on the Palestinian people. Hamas has exploited the misery and desperation of Gaza to launch thousands of rockets at Israel's cities, to dig tunnels under Israeli territory and to carry out suicide bombings and kidnappings. Hamas has also oppressed and impoverished its own people by diverting resources from development to warfare, by imposing harsh restrictions on civil liberties and human rights, and by rejecting any dialogue or compromise with Israel or with the Palestinian Authority. The previous motion by the Social Democrats, in my opinion, some time back here in the Dáil, was immature and extremely dangerous and irresponsible politics, where they wanted the expulsion of the Israeli ambassador. This could have put our own citizens in danger and put us at the forefront of a war outside of our own remit as such. This is not how peace can be obtained. Open dialogue is always the way to go. I would also agree, and it's come up quite a lot, that the Taoiseach should not go to America this year, and for the traditional March the 17th celebrations. I certainly won't agree with that. I think it's a huge opportunity for the Irish to maybe speak to the President about peace in conflict countries, and we have that opportunity also to promote the many businesses throughout the country, American-run business throughout the country, where they provide hundreds of thousands of jobs in Ireland.
Thanks, Deputy.